Again, let me reiterate, losing weight is not hard. Losing weight is just a matter of taking a few different actions, making just a few lifestyle changes. But it's not that losing weight is hard, because if you do the stuff, your body will respond the way it's supposed to respond. The issue is our flesh. The issue is the cravings. The issue is how it feels. Like, I just recently did a 2-day fast, but leading up to it, I was trying to rationalize myself out of it, which I've done in the past with other fasts. And thank God I didn't this time. Leading up to it, I was just feeling like, man, it's going to be so hard and this and that. But once you make up your mind to do a thing, it's done. Good morning, y'all. Man, the coffee is good and hot this morning. But anyway, it's not hard to lose weight. It's not. And I understand me saying that could even be considered kind of offensive. It might kind of rub the wrong way. And so trust me, I don't mean for it to be like that. But it's not hard. It's not hard. And I want to tell you that if it does feel hard, well, first of all, I understand why. But I also encourage you that if it feels hard, then you might want to consider rethinking how you think about weight loss. So let me explain. So, weight loss in and of itself is conceptually simple. You don't really have to know about calories. You don't really have to know about carbs and all that kind of stuff. If you were to do the following things, then especially depending on what kind of weight you have to lose, you would lose weight, and you probably lose a significant amount of it. If you were to cut out processed food, processed man-made junk food, stop eating late, like after 7, 8 o'clock, eliminate between meal snacks, eliminate sweet drinks, like anything that has sugar or artificial sweetener in it. Make your diet primarily non-starchy vegetables, fast occasionally, and finally start moving every day, like walking, I don't know, 15 minutes a day. If you were to start doing those things, the fat would come off. The fat will come off, or a significant amount of it will come off. There's a chance that once you get kind of down the road, you might need to tweak it a little bit to get the rest of the weight off, depending on what you're trying to lose. But it'll come off. So literally, if you just follow those actions, even if you follow a couple of those actions, you would see results. But especially if you follow all of those actions, you would lose a significant amount of weight. It's simple. You don't have to know science. You don't have to take anything, any of that, any of that. So here's the question: if it is conceptually simple, in other words, like it's not really complicated, then what is it about it that makes it hard? Well, the thing is, it feels hard. And the reason why it feels hard is because we are fighting against our flesh. One of the things that companies, food companies, and what junk food companies know, um, and even people, even social media companies, Netflix, streaming companies like them. One thing that they all know, they know how to appeal to our desires. They know how to appeal to our desires. And so what happens is, say for example, you have some sort of favorite soda. Soda has um some sodas have caffeine in them. Some sodas have, well, almost all sodas have sugar, which in and of itself is very addictive. And it wreaks havoc in the body, including how it, spikes blood sugar and insulin, and therefore it causes you to gain weight. They know how to make their products addictive, essentially, so that you will want to come back. I mean, we live in a capitalist society, so people are interested in increasing their bottom line. Unfortunately, that means two things: that because they're focused on that, they're going to try to get their stuff as addictive as possible, which means that they're not really looking out for your bodily good. They're looking out for your money. And it also means that if you are to live in this world that has a ton of addictive foods, addictive digital products, then you are going to have to discipline yourself. Let me reiterate. Losing weight is not hard. Losing weight is just a matter of taking a few different actions, making just a few lifestyle changes. But it's not that losing weight is hard, because if you do the stuff, your body will respond the way it's supposed to respond. The issue is our flesh. The issue is the cravings. The issue is how it feels. And trust me, like I just recently did a 2-day fast. Again, I try to do those periodically, pretty regularly actually, and I'll record another video about that. But leading up to it, I was trying to rationalize myself out of it, which I've done in the past with other fasts. And thank God I didn't this time. But my point more so is because it's like leading up to it, I was just feeling like, man, it's going to be so hard and this and that. But once you make up your mind to do a thing, it's done. And I promise you, so you're going to feel, for example, if you cut out all the processed food that you eat, there's going to be something in you that's telling you all this stuff. Is that internal chatter. But you have to understand that how you feel does not have to dictate what you do. It's about you making a decision and following out that decision. You're going to experience some level of discomfort, but I guarantee you it's probably not going to be as bad as you think, for one. And two, again, because you are not your feelings, you can just take the actions and lose the weight. What you also see is that your body will actually adapt to it. Initially you're going to experience discomfort because your body is not accustomed to what you're doing. Once it becomes accustomed to that, then it becomes easier and easier and easier. This is why some of the people that you admire, who are in great shape and have toned bodies and the kind of body that you want, the kind of health that you want, this is why you see them consistently doing whatever kind of dietary, exercise, lifestyle stuff. And it seems like they're just kind of on it, very disciplined, because it gets easier with time. But in order for you to get to that place, you have to take the step. You have to make the decision. So if you have been really, really struggling, feeling like losing weight is hard, I encourage you to change the way you're thinking about it. It's not hard. It really is simple. You just have to understand what you're going up against. It's your flesh. If you go ahead and make the decision, your flesh can put up all the fight it wants to, but you're the one who makes the decision. And once you do that, you got it. I hope this is clear. Y'all have a great day. If you like this content, you might also be interested in one of my books. Learn how you can take steps literally today to successfully manage, control, and overcome common issues such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and belly fat. It's all about putting power back in your hands to improve your own health. Get your book copy today by the links in the description or by visiting seanmcclennan.com/books. Also, don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe, and join my email list at seanmcclennan.com/subscribe.